Just real quick, did you know that Paul Rudd was in a Korean action movie?
No.
Yeah, it was like right after he started to get big. I think it was like right around like Romeo plus Juliet or something he was in.
I hate that you have to call it that.
Yeah, I know. But he apparently made a bunch of bad purchases and was just like,
as we
told
do
his
in the
agent,
80s.
like, whatever you get, just put me in it as long as I get money for it. And it was just like, they needed some American actor for some, I think it was Korean. I don't remember if it was Korean or Japanese, honestly. But it was some, like, horrible action movie. And they just, like, threw him in there. And he's got this big pompadour. I don't remember what it's called, but I've seen the footage of him, like, as, like, one of these sidekick characters in this fucking movie. It was like one of the few things he did where it was like, I just need the money right now.
Yeah.
Because like shortly after that, he's like, all right, I'm gonna do better about like what I'm gonna, you know, what kind of movies I'm gonna take and whatnot. Sure. It was very early on in his career, and he basically said he literally just did it for the money, and then after that, he was like a lot more conservative about like what he spent his money on and stuff. So.
So, you talking about the terrible effects in MacGyver reminded me of this. So, as I've mentioned before, I'm a big audiobook listener, and recently I finished The Damnation Game by Clive Barker, which was really good. And I also finished the Hellbound Heart, which is the book that Hellraiser is based on.
Right.
And so I knew this after finishing the Damnation Game, that Clive Barker likes to put random sexual scenes in stuff for basically no fucking reason. And in every movie,
sexy good time.
And every movie that he makes involving that, they have to cut it out. Because
it's like, we get it. Calm down with the penis.
Yeah, because like in Hellbound Heart, aka Hellraiser, like the way that Frank he can come back is he basically blows a load on the floor, and then somehow blood going into his load blow floor makes him come back. It doesn't make any sense in the book, and they completely cut it out of the movie. So I know you're making a face. I get it.
I'm kind of curious where you're going with all this.
But coming back to the point of the story was that I started listening to Cabal, which is the book that, when I didn't find this out until later, the movie Nightbreed is based on. Have any of you guys seen it?
No.
So
it sounds vaguely familiar though.
The whole plot of the book is like all these prisoners that are like people that do bad things. They're trying to go to this place called Midian so they can become part of this like group of people. And you find out that they're like basically like they turn into monsters or whatever. But like I'm listening to the book and I'm imagining what all these characters and these creatures look like, because they're all different and they all do different stuff.
Hold on, I got it. Your next game is a Clive Barker game.
No, it's not. There's only one, I think. Oh no, there's two. Clive Barker's Undying and
Jericho.
That was the other one.
Which I knew none. I don't think I've
never played
seen
it.
the box cover for that.
Yes.
I don't think I've ever seen a single screenshot.
Apparently, Jericho is better than Undying, but anyway, not important to the story. But so like, I'm imagining what all these characters, like all these creatures and all this stuff looks in my head, and I finally watched the trailer for Nightbreed, and it is the dumbest looking shit I've ever seen in my whole life. They're like describing this guy who has like these big metal like fingernails like on his thumbs like a velociraptor, and they show him in the trailer and he just looks like the Wishmaster. And I'm like, what the fucking fuck is this? I was like, I watched the because I didn't find it out until way later, like after I had basically finished the book, that movie was based on that book. And I watched the trailer and I was so fucking mad because it was so shitty looking. So the moral of the story is that almost everything Clive Barker does is either at least a halfway decent movie or complete trash, but a good book. But there's also like there's like 2 unnecessary sex scenes in that too.
Of course there is.
It's like he's like writing a shitty 50 Shades of Grey novel, because it's like he walks like this guy's wife walks into jail, and like literally 30 seconds later they're just fucking pumping ass, and I'm like, why is this happening? This serves no purpose.
Okay, I just thought about this. I forget what it's called. There's this movie that came out like either late last year or early this year or something.
Okay.
It was on Netflix. It's based off of a Stephen King book. And the whole premise of the fucking movie is that it's this older couple and they're about to have they live in this like not like a cabin, but they live like away from other people. So they're about to they want to have sex, and they're like, oh, how do we spice it up? Like, oh, you can like handcuff me to the bed or something. He handcuffs the wife to the bed, and then he fucking dies having sex on top of her as she's fucking stuck there. That's the entire premise of the movie.
Isn't that the ending to the 50 Shades of Grey books?
No, I don't know. And I don't know why I thought about it, but I saw someone do like talking about it like months ago, and just talking about like all the random sex scenes just made me think of it. And like, yeah, apparently it's weird because it's almost like Misery, where he's like tied up on the bed, but it's just like
there's a dead
he's
man
dead.
there now.
There's no one coming to help her. It's almost like 127 hours with an old couple fucking. Ugh.
Yeah, that's that scene in Clerks. Stephen King ripped it off.
What? It was either an episode of CSI or a movie where that happens.
What?
It's like I'm trying to think. It's a movie. It's something I've seen before. It's like a couple is having sex, and like whoever it is kills them both, and like rips out the guy's tongue, and like something off of her. I don't remember what it was. It's a movie or a show or something.
Right.
I don't remember what it was.
It
though.
sounds familiar, but I don't.
It's
remember.
like it's definitely something about like a serial killer. So it was like maybe no, because it was pretty detailed from what I remember. So it definitely wasn't like a TV show. What fucking movie would that have been?
I don't know.
I have no idea.
This topic of conversation
It's really weird. I know.
Yeah.
That's what
We
Clive
don't normally
Barker
go
does.
into these weird places. That's what 4 weeks away from each other will do.
I know, right? Well, I forgot to mention this one last thing about the Guyver.
Oh,
yeah.
And I don't know. Okay, I said this to Belijack that I don't know if this is a reference because of the production team, because they did reanimate her or not. But the doctor, and I don't know nothing about the Guyver either, so this could be an actual.
You don't
character.
know nothing about No Guyver?
I don't know nothing about I don't know nothing about birth no Guyvers. That I don't know if this is an actual character from the manga or the anime, or if this is a reference because the production team did reanimate her. But the scientist guy that created all the monster people, his name is Dr. East. So I was like, I get it, but I was like, I don't know if this is an actual reference or not. I don't know if they're that smart. I don't know if they're that smart since they made a racist guy.
Yeah.
I am so smart. SMRT.
Shit.
I like how steamed hams just kind of started going away, and now we already have the Simpsons meme of Bart hitting Homer over the head with a chair in the bathtub.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't even seen that one.
Oh yeah, it's like
great.
all over the place now. Someone did one where like Bart is like holding the chair back, like he's winding up for a strike, like in Paper Mario, and then he hits him with the chair.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. Simpsons memes are best memes.
Yeah.
They are.
I don't know if you guys have ever seen it, but it's Simpsons wrestling memes.
What?
It's a fantastic Twitter page to follow.
Wait, there's a Twitter page dedicated to wrestling Simpsons memes.
Yes.
That's very...
It's very specific.
Yeah.
I don't know how that came about, but like...
It probably came about from Botchamania.
Yeah, like
You know why? Because the Frankiac website that lets you have Simpsons pictures.
Okay.
It was a website where it was I'm sure it still exists, but it's a website where you type in a random Simpsons quote and it'll find you a screen cap from that episode.
Oh shit.
So that's what it is.
So
that's
I
where they
just
were
need to
taking
type
it
in
from.
burlap and finally find that clip.
Well, it's not a clip. It's like like a
Right.
screen.
Yeah.
Like they took the but you know.
It's like a screen grab, but still.
word, burlap.
I've been quoting that line forever, and I have only ever seen that episode one time.
Yeah, it's like Frankiac.com. It's like the Frank machine. Like it's named after Professor Frank.
Oh, Becky was watching a new episode of Simpsons the other night.
I'm sorry.
It's actually, it's okay.
I was mad though because we were watching Bob's Burgers and they played an ad for, and obviously when this airs it's going to be dated, but the episode was the teaser for the episode in the commercial was literally a joke from the movie from like years ago.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, I was like, why are they're like out of like they have to like use jokes from the movie now?
Right.
Like, I get it. Like, I mean, this show's like is on for as long as it's been.
Right.
You can't really. You might run out of steam once in a while.
Right.
But that was like, holy shit! You're stealing your own jokes from a movie years ago. Like,
Right.
What the fuck?
The episode that was on the other day was that shit. Flanders is the new teacher?
I think that was it. Was it? Did he make the drink in Homer's mouth?
I didn't watch the whole thing.
Okay, because that's what they did. He was doing the hot chocolate thing that he made Bart, and he made it inside of Homer. Like Homer has like head lean back.
Oh, right. Okay.
And he like just did the hot chocolate thing. Like that was the joke.
But so I didn't realize this because I don't keep up with Simpsons anymore. But like at the end of the episode, so of course it's a Simpsons episode, so it's like, you know, Bart fucks with Flanders until he stops wanting to be their teacher. And then of course at the end, then he's like, oh, you know, Flanders is heartbroken now. Now we need him to be the teacher, because it's every sitcom trope ever.
Yeah.
But at the end, there's a picture of Edna Krabappel on his wall, and he's crying, and I'm like, why does he have a picture of Edna in his house?
Yeah, she died.
And Becky's like, well, because they dated. And I'm like, wait,
Yeah.
what? She's like, yeah, Miss Krabappel and Flanders dated in the show, and I'm like, how much of this have I missed? She's like, apparently a lot. I'm like, I knew that she died, but I didn't realize that like she had dated Flanders.
Yeah.
There's a lot of guys
Why
on
aren't you
screen.
using your crazy sparkle hunting move?
I thought I had it, but I don't. Like
do you
I
get it
almost
again?
have it.
You're
It's from
missing it
killing.
by like a fraction.
Yeah.
Oh, I see it now. There it is. So does it just automatically trigger?
No, it doesn't.
you-
That was just a sparkle hunting
Okay.
that I had. Sparkle hunting just happens whenever you attack like dazed zombies.
Okay.
Yeah, that was like a whole deal. Like they had
This is
it.
gonna be great.
Yeah. There was a whole like who killed Mr. Flanders type of season finale one year where it was like should they still date or shouldn't they? And like they had like the fans vote on it. So like the season premiere next year would have been if they were still together or not.
Oh, okay.
And I hate it. You're a dark.
Like I don't watch it. I haven't watched Simpsons in a while, and I knew about that because I've seen it. I remember seeing ads for
Sure.
it. But yeah, that was like the thing.
Juliet, I see it. Hold on to something.
I was gonna say, what the fuck have we been looking for this whole time?
Apparently, the final guy is here. The final Dark Purveyor.
Oh, I can't wait for this fucking.
Rude Goldberg machine.
Did you say Rude Goldberg?
I did.
Like he's not very nice to someone?
Yeah, I did.
He listens to a lot of ska. He's a rude boy.
He's a rude boy.
Well, that's it. I'll make sure you're protected from anything that gets in your way.
Is that Rihanna song, boy? Machine.
Thank you. That was bad, but I still liked it.
Pick for my daughter. but
You
your
laugh,
opposite
so I'll
guy
take
should
it.
Pick for herself. And she's always been a hell of a lot smarter than me. Thanks.
We didn't talk about weird shit for too long. I forgot there's some weird tension between Nick and Juliet now.
You forgot that this was a game.
I just like because we just kind of like got to this area and we're just doing shit. Like I just kind of forgot what we were supposed to be doing.
It's fine.
Like I know we're hunting the last of those like dark evil asshole guys, but I realized that like every level they gave us an introduction to every evil asshole.
But they didn't for this guy.
But they didn't for this one.
Yeah.
There it is.
It's there's kind of a reason for it because they're just like, oh yeah, this is the final guy,
Right.
so we're gonna wait to see who it is.
Right.
I don't even. Ooh, I have enough for something. Did you see that one that's 999 coins?
I did.
Why don't you save up your money?
Fuck no. I don't even know what I want.
So this is a really weird question, and it only comes from the fact that I was just doing it. Can everyone in this room besides me snap with 2 hands?
I can snap better with my left hand than I can with my right. But instead of using I have to use my ring finger.
Right.
I can only use my ring finger.
Yeah, Becky.
Why
makes
is that
fun
a
of-
thing?
Every time I'll do something and I'll be like, haha, you can't do that. Becky just snaps with both hands in front of me.
So you can't snap with both?
No, I
hands?
can't snap with my left at all.
What a bitch. You should divorce her. That was a joke, by the way.
I know. Ah, shit.
This could be the one episode that Becky listens to.
Yeah.
She really liked that comment video for some reason.
It's because all the cats were in the background.
Probably.
I mean, Ashley watched it because I thought it was funny. And she's like, Rutherford. I'm like, that's
Rutherford's
okay,
presenting his asshole at one point.
Yeah.
Just like, ooh,
the
brown
audience
eye.
can't see, the audience can't see him step on my testicles. Because that's what he does all
Can
the
they hear
time.
that fart I just
Yeah,
did?
well, that was you. Oh boy.
That was
I
nice.
like you fucking up the ending 5 times.
I know. I left it in there on purpose because I'm like, this is fucking stupidly awkward. I'm leaving it in.
If you've got a suggestion, comment. Then you're like, man.
So at the time of filming this, I started a new job.
There he is!
Arlie goes, remember, don't be awkward at your new job. I'm like, you're telling the wrong person to not be awkward. You're fucking wrong on that one.
Juliet!
There's our boy.
Oh boy.
Ooh, I like this guy.
Mary Kate and Ashley.
Oh, Juliet.
Oh my god.
Since you've been wasting all my dark purveyors. Poor Lewis here is the only one left.
And there's about to be none.
Cocky little whore.
Ooh.
Bring it on, douchebag. I'm gonna F you up.
I love your passion, babe. Looks like we can make beautiful death together.
I like his guitar.
Yeah.
Clear Dragon Ball homage.
I forget how to fight this guy.
Nosferatu.
Nice!
Love it.
Gonna die!
Jesus Christ.
Lewis Legend.
Chuck Berry!
Eddie Cochran in your screams of agony.
I'm not gonna lie. I've really enjoyed the aesthetics of every boss in this game.
Yeah, they've been great.
You know what's worse than this?
And what's disappointing is that the 60s boss was the least interesting to fight.
Yeah, she's not my favorite.
We probably had the coolest potential to be weird as fuck.
Exactly. Because, like, after all the shit leading up to it, like, you would think that boss fight would have been a lot weirder than it was. But you basically just fought a bubble for, like, 10 minutes. Sorry, I had the hiccups now for some reason. Ooh, Jesus. I was gonna say, what the fuck are you supposed to be doing?
This is the one boss I don't remember how to fight.
This is a real pain.
Because literally, this is like when like I said, I mentioned this before, that my PlayStation died when I fought this
right.
boss. Like right before I fought this boss, and I don't remember anything. And there was a prompt there that I probably should have done, but fuck it.
I was gonna
Oh,
say,
shit.
the zombies are probably just there to distract you.
I think that they are, or to build up your meter. Maybe.
Oh,
I
yeah,
don't
that
know.
too.
Knock that ass
Nope. I thought that prompt would have came up again, but it didn't.
I think so far, I know that this is like I mean, it's not super old, but this is an older game, and it's got some of the, like with the 60s boss, it's got a lot of that, like, you can't do anything until your moment comes, and then as soon as your moment comes, you have to sporadically do as much damage as possible.
Yeah.
I just, like, I don't hate it, but it's like kind of sucks.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
it just kind of, like, it feels like it drags it out a little bit more than it should.
Yeah.
And, like, your opportunity to strike is, like, so small, if that makes any sense. Yeah. That, like, it just feels like you're waiting around for something to happen. Which is the same thing I said about the 60s boss. So, you know.
That was definitely a lot of these games from this era.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Psychonauts.
Yeah. Remember the...
Wait, this is it of him?
I'm sure. I figured it wasn't.
Now, we gonna fly. You ready? Now let's go to the depths of hell!
It's no meat circus.
No, fuck that.
Remember when we did that?
Yeah, I remember how pissed off it made me.
Oh my god, it's a transformer! Oh shit.
Alright, that's pretty fucking great.
Yeah.
Say, is he the Black Ranger? That's
To be fair, the Black Ranger had the coolest fucking sword in the whole
the
series.
Mastodon.
Yeah, it was super cool looking.
I don't know whether to make a Mastodon the band reference or make a Elephant Riders reference.
Also, these are both acceptable references.
I was going to say, I mean, regardless, you're going to come out with a good reference.
Here it comes. Watch out, Juliet.
It's so weird. Ooh.
Yep.
Juliet and her hover feet. Her power wheels. Oh, Bird, what you were talking about? Somebody bought a new version of Crossfire recently?
No. Crossfire. So Toys R Us put out a
Chapter 11
issue
bankruptcy.
of Crossfire.
Yeah.
That I didn't find out about till like after they were in fucking Chapter 11. But no, someone bought a new copy, like a retail copy of Sonic 2
Oh, yeah,
for
the Game Gear, yeah.
That's right. That's what it was.
like out of nowhere. Like no one, I just saw like a screenshot of it. I didn't see like the actual article of like where it was bought from or like how much it went for. But someone's like, was it just sitting in the back somewhere, like waiting for someone to buy it? Like what the fuck?
Apparently, yeah.
And was that out of Toys R Us?
I don't know. I literally just saw a screenshot of it.
Because like I would have to imagine that like that had to have been like some place like that finally just went out of business and they cleared a back room out.
Yeah, that's what I would imagine. But yeah, I didn't know the specifics of that either. But just ridiculous. Like of all the Game Gear games, like that's easily like the most common. So it's like that's not even like someone paid like $20-$30 for like that. You can get a box copy of that like sealed for like $5.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah. Like the first two Sonic games both go like sealed mint condition will net you like $5.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
There are some Game Gear stuff that's like really rare. Like there's I'm trying to remember what it's called. There's a racing game called Power Drift.
Yeah.
Only came out in the UK.
Oh, his Elephant.
And it's like I think even just a cartridge version will when it's actually available on eBay will probably net you at least $200.
Wow. Okay.
So there is stuff
I
like
didn't think I was going to get hit by that.
there is stuff that's rare because like the US market was not as big for Game Gear, so like Japan had a lot of exclusive like console colors and like there's like a virtual fighter like version of the system that came with like a virtual fighter animation or like virtual fighter kids or something like that.
Oh, okay.
But the UK got a lot of like exclusive games that didn't come out over here, so
Here it comes. Watch out, Juliet.
There's a lot of forms to this guy.
Yeah.
You figure if it's going to be one of the last bosses, I'm not surprised. I'm assuming you fight the goth kid.
Swan?
Yeah. Like, I'm assuming what happens is you kill this guy, and then somehow the goth kid gets powered up, and he's the last boss, and he does, like, all the moves from all the other guys or some shit.
Just have to wait and see.
Yep.
Jesus Christ.
I know, right?
Right? When's Ashton Kutcher gonna pop out?
Oh, shit!
That's a reference.
References! Somebody bring out the references, Horn.
one more interesting facts about Game Gear, and I'll shut up.
No.
Game Gear for a while. Okay. There's a company called Codemasters that put out a bunch of games for Game Gear.
Okay.
But they didn't want to have to license Sega for like their cartridges, like the way the cartridges look. So they made their own cartridge that like.
Well, they did that for Nintendo too.
Yeah, and it's stuck up over like the top of the console, and it's stuck up real far. And it couldn't use any of the cases. There were no like plastic cases for it. And there's like 6 games that like actually came out for it, and like I think like 2 of them are like really, really rare.
Really?
Yeah.
One of them's called like.
One of them's called Man
finally.
Overboard, which is basically just like a Lemmings clone.
Oh, okay.
All right, here we go.
All right. Splorch, 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 splorch.
One of them's like a
Splorch.
golf game.
Can I what?
Can you turn the game up a little?
I guess.
Not by much.
Whole lot of shaking going on.
Oh shit! I like that his chip said Nosferatu on it.
Yeah.
That was a little robo chip. So am I finally going to be right about all these guys dying?
Your turn, you whiny MySpace hair jerk.
Oh, references to dead things!
Fantastic work, Juliet. You've done everything just as I hoped you would, start to finish. Thanks for your cooperation. Now the real deal is fulfilled.
Called it!
I fulfilled my plan 35 minutes ago.
What a-
Everyone in New York is already dead.
What a fucking line.
For the gates of
God
hell
damn
to
it.
open, a ritual
Best fucking
must be
megalomaniac in fucking
You were
comics.
part of it all along. I set this whole thing up, you fools! Now the ceremony has been completed.
Completed.
Upon you had to sacrifice 5 pre-selected zombies, and they must utter the sacred words at the point of their deaths. Meus vita rege pro nefario coepto.
Look at everybody you've killed.
Remember all that murder you made?
Look at that. Oh.
Why? Why are you doing all of this?
Because I'm a dick.
If you're just like everyone else, you pretended to be different, but you're not.
What? Me?
Yes, Juliet, you, bitch.
There you go. Yeah. You weren't expecting that to happen, huh?
No. I mean, I know he's going to be the last boss, but
You were expecting like to kill him yourself.
And then, because because James Gunn had something to do with this, a giant penis monster comes out.
This is the end, the real end to everything.
I'm glad you're referencing the only movie he's ever done.
This world,
Yeah, he hasn't done any other movies, you guys.
It rejected me. It ridiculed me.
Oh, they pantsed him.
This
Oh, I can't play baseball.
rot away, rot away, rot. 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 Rot.
Is he pumping one out?
So fuck all of you. Your eternal screams of horror will be my pop music.
Why does it sound like me doing that terrible Japanese old guy impression?
How does Sneaker stay so clean throughout this entire game?
Oh no.
Look at this guy.
Oh fuck.
Oh yeah! Oh,
There he is.
Fuck.
Rock, Killabilly.
Oh my god.
There's your final boss, Killabilly.
Oh my god.
My toe. I was like,
Yeah, not quite.